Hello, this is Jim Houston, and welcome to another edition of Looking at Graded Comics. Today is an exciting show. I sent 6 comics to CGC to have restoration removed. I shot before pictures, before I submitted the books, and today we're going to look at the after pictures. So, we're going to open up the 5 comics that were returned right now, and then we're going to talk about the other box. So, this came yesterday, priority mail, and we're going to open it today. So we often wondered, if you had restoration removed, what would the book look like and what would the grades be like? So I met with Matt Nelson at New York Comic Con, and he kind of said the following books could be effectively restoration removed. Packing secure. There's the books, as usual. Nice bubble wrap. See the receipt right on top. So, first issue we're going to look at is Batman 6. I'm putting the close-ups in later. So, the comic is now cream to off-white universal blue label with a notation of small amount of dried glue on the front cover. And the grade is now 4.0. When I submitted it, it was restored 4.5. So here's a copy of my restored Batman number 6. It's a 4.5. The restoration on this is P1, which is, pretty good restoration. The problem with this book is somewhere along the spine, it was sealed to the book. Might be there. So between that and some other bends that are on the book, such as there, might not be a good candidate, but I'll get a professional opinion at the New York City Comic Con. This is Batman number 6, graded 4.0, small amount of dried glue on the front cover. So there's the tear. Large tear at the bottom of the comic now that was sealed, and now it is not sealed. So the sealed tear is gone. Denotation. But now it says small amount of dried glue. Pretty happy with that grade. I think when it was restored, it didn't discuss the small amount of dried glue, but that's what it says now. I'll put in the before and after notes, grader notes, in the edited version. This is Batman 10 of Batman and Robin waving off a comic page. I don't remember this corner being off. We'll take a look. This is Batman 10, restoration, small amount of color touch. The grade here is 3.5, and it's light tan to off-white pages. It is a B1 restoration, which isn't too bad. I could see the tear right there. It says slight color touch on the cover. I did not purchase a black light yet, so I can't really tell where the color touch is done. It's not an all black cover, so possibly it won't look too bad if the color touch is removed. Here's Batman 10. A lot of people like this issue. Batman and Robin waving from the cover of a drawn page. So on this one, still light tan to off-white pages. Catwoman appears. The main thing that was done, I don't remember that being missing. So we'll have to look at the other picture. Here's a bunch of areas that probably had the color touch removed. Maybe there. Maybe that was the restoration removal. Was to take the piece added. It was at 3.5, I believe, and now it's at 3.0. Page quality stayed the same. And the case is nice. Nice meaning no, I call them moire patterns, but it's clear. Looks great. Next we have Batman 25. So this is an example of what I was talking about. It had slight color touch. It was graded 7.0 when I submitted it. So this is Batman 25, small amount of color touch on the cover. It's graded a high 7.0. It does have slight C1 restoration. C1, not really sure what that would do to the book if it was taken off. It's a nice black motorcycle cover through the flaming hoop. People like this cover. I see the letter KC on there also. So there's some writing on the cover. I don't know if that comes off with restoration removal. But this is probably the best candidate because it's already 7.0. This one here, full grade lower. Nice cover. Batman and Robin going through a flaming hoop on a motorcycle. I believe that it had color touch along the spine. So that is the most aggressive. Removal. Now the color touch along the spine is removed. Now it's 6.0, and it looks like that's where the color touch was. And now there's a hole in the book, which we had thought might happen if the color touch was too deep. It's not really a hole in the book as much as just the top layer is scraped off. This is 6.0 with off-white pages, and it has a Joker penguin story inside. Probably look better with the color touch, but the grade is better now because it's universal. Not too upset with this restoration removal. This is the only one that went down a full grade. Here we have Batman 21. Off-white 5.0 now. This one too had the color touch scraped off on the corner here. Okay, so here's Batman 21. Small amount of color touch on cover is the restoration. It's a B1 restoration. Off-white pages, grade of 5.5. And it's a red cover. Not really sure where all the restoration is on here. I don't have a black light. It'll depend on the pros to let me know. If they take the color restoration out, will it be a lot of white specks on the red cover? It's a nice red cover, grade of 5.5. I don't particularly like the purple label, and it might cost more money to replace the comic. So, we're going to find out what restoration removal might do to this book. This is Batman number 21, half a grade lower after the restoration was removed. Bronco busting Batman and Robin. And there you see and the color touch was scraped off. So not truly a hole through the comic into the book, but definitely color scraped off. I guess for resale value, it's better to have the blue label. For appearance, it looked better with the color touch. It still looks nice in here. Penguin appearance, off-white pages. Continuing to get my collection blue labeled graded by CGC. Why? I started with CGC, and I'm just going to finish the whole run of Batman graded 1 to 100, CGC, and a couple of key issues. Now this one's very exciting to take a look at. So, this is Batman 49. I bought this as a restored comic from Heritage. I think I paid around $900 for it. It was not graded at all. So here's a second Batman 49 I'm going to submit to be graded. This one I bought from Heritage, and I know it's restored because Heritage said it was restored. So I'm going to submit this one too. Matt looked at it and he said he probably could get this into a blue label by taking off the restoration. Has a lot of notes, which we'll see, but it's a 3.5 Batman 49. It looks good in the case. Staples it tight into the book, but I think the cover, it might be detached. So that's pretty exciting that a detached cover can get a 3.5. I just replaced my Batman 33 because the cover was detached. That's being sold at Gotham Underground by my friend Matt. So, Batman 49. This was submitted as a VG that I bought from, I believe, Heritage, and they said there was restoration on it, and I did not have it graded, and Matt said submit it, and they probably could get the restoration removed. So there's a little chip here, which I think I saw before. And I'll have another Batman 49 coming back soon. I have another issue of Batman 49 submitted, which also was not graded. And I think I just submitted it to see what the grade would come out as without looking for restoration removal. So I'm pretty happy with this. The double will be sold of this issue.